More queef equal better sex?
Let's go.
I'm down.
I love it.
7. You just go, wait, did you hear that? And then queef.
Welcome to Pelvic POV with your hosts and doctors of physical therapy, Amanda Neary and Hannah Meyer. Hey, pelvic freaks. Welcome back to another episode of Pelvic POV.
Where you're freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
So guys, something came up last night that we had a discussion about, and I can't remember how it came up, but we talked about our differences in like sex education amongst a group of women, and basically at what age we all learned about sex or different anatomy on our bodies. And I talked to one person there, and both of us had the experience of the vulva being called the front butt.
I like how you like said it so like educational like at the beginning, but then you just drop a front butt. Like there's no way they were expecting you to say front butt.
I'm like, I don't know how to fit it in here. It's just the front butt. It was called the front butt. Like no wonder I was effed up for so long.
I know why this came up because I'm pretty sure we were already talking about queefing.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, spoiler alert, that's what we're talking about today.
We are talking about queefing today.
Which you can tell by the title of this episode, which is Queef Revolution.
So you might have known when you clicked on it.
But we were talking about queefing last night, and then you were like, yeah, it doesn't come from your ass, it comes from your front butt. And I said, your front butt.
Because we joked about it, and then I was like, did no one ever call it that when you were a kid?
I didn't. Yeah. But I think I saw like some TikTok meme of like, a little kid being like, this came from my front butt, not my butt or something. And then I was like, of course they would make women have 2 butts and men only have 1 butt.
It's wild.
There's little girls probably growing up being like, why do I have 2 butts and men only got 1?
Also, like, I hope we've mostly evolved out of doing that. Are people still calling it the front butt? And if you are, you're just not helpful to your child. I don't know. I'm not going to tell anyone how to parent, but that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah. Because then you'll be like Amanda over here.
You'll end up like me.
You're going to be at some birthday party one night talking about front butts.
Yeah, and everyone's going to look at you.
Do you really want your kid to be doing that?
Everyone's going to look at you with freaking wide eyes like, what did you just say? And you're like, the front butt. I don't know.
Not the front butt.
Not the front butt.
But anyways.
Okay, how weird is Groundhog Day?
I thought you were going to say queefing. We're waiting on that still. Don't worry. Okay. Groundhog Day. Yeah. What happened there?
So there's... Not what happened there.
Seriously, like, who did that?
So
Did you look this up?
Recently found out that they actually do Groundhog Day in a town in Pennsylvania. Wait, hold on. It's like Tallahassee Joe or something is the fucking groundhog. I'm looking this up.
Tallahassee Joe.
That's not it. It's like Ponskatoon Pete or something.
Oh my God. That's even worse. What even is a Ponskatoon?
Punxsutawney Phil.
Ponskatoony Phil?
Punxsutawney Phil. Punxsutawney Phil.
Phil PH Phil.
Punxsutawney Phil is a groundhog from Pennsylvania who's famous for his annual Groundhog Day weather predictions. It dates back to 1887. I had no idea that this was based on a real groundhog. Like I always saw like a cartoon version of Groundhog Day growing up. And I thought it was like a fake thing. And then I realized that they've replaced this live groundhog like so many times, and they do it every year.
I think I know why this started.
Why?
Well, it was the 1800s.
Witches?
They didn't have Ariana Grande or things like that yet. They were like animals, creatures. Let's think about it. They went for groundhog for some reason. And then people can't let go of traditions. So then it just stuck around.
You're right. If they had Ariana Grande, this never would have happened. I know that we're not the pinnacle of like a smart country right now. Like other countries looking at us are like, what the heck is going on in America? What's wrong with these people? But I can only imagine what it feels like to know that we do Groundhog Day.
Hold on a second. When were they doing the witch thing? When were they burning them?
The Salem witch trials.
Was that around the same time? Because what the hell?
It's giving the same vibe, right?
This is actually messed up.
The same energy.
They're like, let's kill the witches, the women out here.
It was not in the 1800s.
When was it?
It was the 1600s.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think they were burning people at the stake in the 1800s in the U.S.
Thank God. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
They probably were, but not in a everyone gather yonder and watch us light this witch on fire way. It was like a behind the scenes kind of way.
Okay, I'm off of my high post now.
They weren't sparing the groundhogs for the witches. That's
I'm
where
like,
you were
they
getting.
were like, burn the witches, but let's listen to this magical groundhog tell us when spring is a four. A four?
This country's wild. We don't care about humans, but we care about this groundhog once a year, and we'll protect it at all costs.
Yeah, little Pussytown Phil.
Pussytown Phil. Pussytown Phil. Trademark that. Can we get that should be merch, and it should have a little groundhog on it.
I had a friend message me and she said that we should do this for merch, and it was really funny.
Would you guys buy a Pussytown Phil shirt that had a groundhog on it? I'm dead serious right now. Let us know.
Phil, what did she say? She said, "I need, if you're avoidant, go get help on some merch." That's what she says.
Wait, did that? We already talked about that?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, that. Actually, yeah, we should do that on a shirt.
We'll throw it on there for you guys.
With our logo thing on the back.
Maybe we'll do this. We'll do like a poll or something, and you vote on which merch line you want. So we'll have Pussytown Phil,
Which I think I need anyway.
if you're on, and then if you're avoidant, go get help. And it can be like a little, like maybe on like a sweatshirt or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be
what
cute.
should it be on?
Oh, we should have little sweaters. Pussytown Phil. I'm obsessed. Anyway, I just talked myself into a merch idea. This is how easy it is for me, guys. Like, I'm such a sucker. I'm someone that commercials work on. I'm like, oh, I need that.
So am I.
Add it to the wish list.
That's why we don't,
We enable. We cannot shop together.
but we do all the time.
And I'm like,
Thank God I wasn't at ASOP with you yesterday.
I'm thankful that I only consume from like small brands now, and like I'm passionate about like supporting certain types of businesses over like I'm not just gonna go like buy something on Amazon because it's easy, right? So I'm not a consumer in that way. I don't believe I do overconsumption in like the TikTok trendy way.
When I buy something and it's $200, but I'm like, but my friend owns this business.
100%. That's why, because we're the same type of consumer where it's like we really are passionate about supporting. Even like the bookstore across the street. I read most of my books on my Kindle, but I'm like, that's a small business and they're really cool, and I want to like spend $200 there today. I need to stop doing
I know.
all that.
That's why I dropped $200 at Pep Club Vintage the other day,
Yep.
which our friend owns. And
Great store.
great store if you're in West Town
Yeah.
in Chicago.
But no, I'm not like going on Temu and buying stuff that I see in a commercial.
Temu.
Temu, I don't even know her. I've actually never purchased anything from there.
I don't know.
And I feel good about that.
If you guys are still going on Shein,
Shein,
whatever
whatever
heck,
it is.
the fact that we don't even know how to say it yet gives you enough reason to not go there.
It's not, I'm sorry.
Don't even buy your slime off of Shein.
No one's perfect, but Shein is not the answer. Like just anywhere else, I think is
That
better.
was
Was a better
my
place to start.
Least favorite trend.
Yeah.
Shein hauls make me sick.
They actually do kind of make me nauseous.
And when I see all those little plastic bags and these little shirts that say like, I don't know, cherry bomb on them,
This is
and then they end up at Plato's Closet in 2 weeks.
I think the reason this is important too is because a lot of people in the US right now are feeling helpless. Like there's all of this terrible stuff coming to us in the news every day. And people are like, I don't know how to help. I don't know what I can do. I think educating yourself on like where the things you support are coming from and just finding out, like look down that chain and see like who supports that. Like what are your favorite places, and can you do a little more research on that? I think voting with your dollar is such a powerful move if you have the means to, and it makes you feel a little more in control of like what you're doing day to day.
How do you feel about Target right now?
I would never go to Target right now.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I don't really shop at Target to begin with.
I would go to Target now. Like I'm like, no.
There's a lot of places that I just try not to shop at in general. Target was more of a like if it was convenient for my location, I would go, but I was never like a Target person.
I think I was a Target person, dude.
Yeah.
I used to find joy from it.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
fair.
sometimes I would get that was one of the stores I would be shopping in and all of a sudden I'd have to poop.
We did talk about Target pooping before. I went to Target
But maybe
with
that's
you
a
once.
sign. My body was rejecting Target.
Yeah. Honestly, like if a store's that big, my gut is to assume that there's something happening
There's
that I'd
something
rather
bad.
not support. So like I will always try to go somewhere smaller and find it. But like no one's perfect. We're not saying you have to be perfect. We're not perfect. I still love Sephora and I'm sure there's better places to buy my beauty products. Like I get that everyone has their thing, but I think that helps me feel empowered as someone who like feels very passionately about what's happening in the world right now too.
Yeah, but didn't Target just like remove their diversity and inclusion principles?
Yeah, with a lot of other companies. There's so many lists that you can find on
But
social
like
media.
Costco's popping off.
Costco's always kind of on the right side of history.
Yeah.
As far as bigger companies go.
And Ben and Jerry's, which I recently learned about.
Always. Ben and Jerry's has
I
always
didn't know
been cool.
that Ben and Jerry's was cool like that.
Yeah, they are cool.
Made me want some fish food. Sorry, that was a queef, not a fart.
Good segue into our episode. I forgot what we were going to talk about for a minute. Today we're talking
How could you forget about queefing?
I know. Today we're going to talk about queefing, guys.
And the Queef Revolution. What is the Queef Revolution, you ask?
I'm asking,
It means we're going to start making queefing cool
make queefing cool 2025?
and sexy.
Okay.
When's the last time you queefed?
Probably in a pole class.
Really?
I historically queefed a lot in yoga classes, specifically the candlestick pose where you're like on your back and your legs go straight up in the air. Queef central. You come out of that
Oh,
pose and
yeah.
it's just like on the way down because
Yeah.
all that air, you can feel the moment too that the air gets like sucked into your vagina. And then when you're coming out of the pose, it's like, damn, I'm going to queef. And yoga rooms are so quiet and it's so awkward. That was my life in high school. That's why I was scared to go to yoga.
Because you were going to queef in candlestick pose.
Yeah, so I would skip that pose a lot because I was like, I don't want to queef in front of all these people.
You know
They're
what?
So taboo.
A lot of people queef in yoga.
I know.
A ton.
In workouts in general, any workout.
This is the future that I foresee. Yoga class, we're all just queefing, not caring.
We should have a queefing yoga class where it's like whoever can queef the most wins the yoga class. And then it will make it cool again.
Can you imagine, like, we literally all are like queef, and it's just normal. Like, no one's laughing. We're just like, yep, queefed. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Queefing is honestly, if you think about it, it's elite status because if you don't have a vagina, you can't do it. That's like a power that we have.
Yeah.
We should use it for good.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second by these little dots on your glasses.
You know, when I wear my glasses, that I'm getting serious.
Yep, this is a very serious episode. But why are we talking about queefing? Because people see it as embarrassing, as something they shouldn't do, as a reason to avoid certain scenarios or positions or anything. And fart noises are just historically like the brunt of a joke and embarrassing for people. So we're here to destigmatize queefing like we would any other sexual experience for people. That's why we're talking about it.
Let me describe a scenario that happened to me before, that probably happens to you too. You're hooking up with a guy for the first time, person with a penis. You have sex, great. And then you walk into the bathroom. Bathroom is right next to the bedroom. The door shutting doesn't eliminate the sound. You just know the minute you go to pee in that toilet, because you don't want a UTI, it's going to be queef central.
Totally.
And you just, and it's like, we just had sex. It was just so romantic and whatever. It was great. Maybe it wasn't great, but whatever. And then you go and you just queef up a storm on the toilet and it sounds like you're farting.
Straight up.
Like, sorry, let me just go shit my pants really quick.
Not the shitting the pants. But what do you
said
do?
last night? You said, sorry, that was, I don't know.
Oh, I, because that's happened to me too. I think that's happened to a lot of people. I
sure.
would say that wasn't my butt. And then that's how I got into the.
I think that's how we got
I've
into
never said that was my front butt to a man, but I have shouted from a bathroom and said, that wasn't from my butt.
Which makes it better.
Which made it better for me. But what do you do in that scenario? Do you come out and you're like, that was queef, sorry?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Or sometimes I might forewarn.
Yeah. I'm
Say,
probably
hey,
going to queef.
I'm probably going to queef up.
Yeah. I've never had a partner
Queef up.
not just like laugh at it and move on though. I've never had someone be like, oh, that's gross, or like have a visceral reaction that I could like see.
I remember a girl in high school one time like queefed during sex and then said, instead of saying she queefed, said that she farted because she thought that was better. Queefing's way cooler.
I think, yeah. Because you did that. I didn't do that.
Did what? Queef?
No, like my partner did that to me. I didn't do that to me.
Yeah, right? You queefed me. That's what Hannah Berner's joke was.
Oh, you queefed me. Yeah.
She said, you queefed me. I didn't queef. You queefed me.
Yes.
That's what it was.
It's not, I didn't fart or I didn't queef. Like it's because of the sex we just had. Yeah.
Let's make that a thing, guys. Okay, you should start saying, like, if you do queef, just be like, sorry, or don't even apologize. Say, like, that was you queefed me.
I honestly, I do feel like it's, I mean, some people still stress about it in adult life, but I feel like it was so much more of like a high school and college fear for me. And now I just wouldn't give a
I don't care at
single
all.
fuck. But there's still people out there that like will avoid certain positions, or like patients will be like, oh, I might queef, or like feel really embarrassed about it. And it's like, we gotta stop apologizing for this. It's just something that happens.
What is a queef?
It's a front butt fart. It's when air gets into your vagina and then the positioning, like you move into a position where your muscles move and it forces the air out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same reason farts are loud. It's because of the like reverberation of the butt cheeks together or whatever. It's the same with like the labia, I'm guessing.
That's what we said last night. We were like, the only downside to having a fat ass is that you got loud farts.
Unless you stick your underwear between those cheeks, girl. It works.
Last night, we went to this birthday party last night, and I was having a horrid time, not because of the time, not because of the presence of those around me, but because of I was the most gassiest I've ever been in my entire freaking life. And I was holding in farts like I couldn't, like, I would, like, if I would have, like,
Are you okay?
like, I was holding in, like, I was kegling like a 5 out of 5 strength kegel trying to keep these farts in. You know, when you're holding in a fart and then you can feel it come back up in your intestine, you can literally feel it traveling back up in your colon, and then it's just in there. That's what I kept feeling that all night. And I was like, I so bad just want to like let these go.
You just gotta live with it sometimes. That feeling of like gas that you can't let out though is so uncomfortable because it's similar to like bloating and any bowel issues, and like it's just not fun to be out when you're feeling that.
When you're out in a group setting and you can't just let it rip.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
You could, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't enjoy it.
I wouldn't want to do it. So I get where, you know, the discomfort comes from.
Yeah. Anyways, we've been there. I was there last night, and I'm sure you guys have been there before, so I don't even want to hear it. Oh, Hannah, you freak.
Everyone's had a fart hold-in experience. Not a fart hold-in experience.
Everyone out there has had a fart holding experience.
Okay, some legitimate advice for people that are nervous about this. And let's say like you have that scenario that Hannah just described, or let's say you finish having doggy style sex and you're about to stand up and you're like, I felt a lot of air enter during that position. Tell them in advance. That's my best advice for you. Just be like, I might queef because of the sex we just had, just so you know. And then you stand up, the sound, and then you guys laugh about it. Use humor in this instance. At the end of the day, it's a funny sound. Just laugh about it.
Here's some examples. 1, I'll say one, and then Amanda will give another one. Ready? 1, it's queef time, baby, and then you let it rip. What's yours?
1,
No, 2. You're 2. 2.
2, I'm about to queef up a storm.
I was going to, my third one, I was just going to go queef up and then let it go.
4, it's queef time, baby.
I said that one.
I think I just wasn't listening to you at first.
Because you were like preparing your own.
I was like, oh God, I have to think. I didn't do improv.
It's okay. Just let it flow.
4, I'm going to be real with you right now. I'm going to queef right now.
Yeah, make it easy.
Make it easy, direct to the point.
5, did someone order a queef?
6, that was so good I might queef.
That was good. That was so good I I queef. Yeah, make them think like the more you queef, like the better it was.
Oh, then they'll want you to queef.
then they'll
Men,
be like making you, they're going to be driving you to queef.
they be thinking with that other brain.
Yeah.
They'll be like, damn.
The wrong head.
The better the sex, the more queefing? Hell yeah.
More queef equal better sex.
Let's go.
I'm down.
I love it.
7, you just go, wait, did you hear that? And then queef. Did you hear something?
That's so funny. That was good. Oh, let's talk about people thinking that Kegling fixes queefs.
Sometimes I will say, I have had patients postpartum or something where their pelvic floor strength is weaker and they're queefing more than they were before delivery or something like that. And by doing just normal pelvic floor strengthening over time, queefing diminishes.
It makes sense because you're increasing the overall tone of the pelvic floor with strengthening. So postpartum, a lot of people have a weakened pelvic floor. And that's an instance where it is also a matter of time and the body's natural healing. But if you're someone that's like 24, strong pelvic floor, doing a Kegel isn't going to stop you from queefing in a sexual encounter.
These are only specific instances.
Yeah.
Like queefing is normal.
Yeah.
Let's say like maybe you are 28, you've been doing yoga forever, and then you had a baby, and now every time you go into downward dog, you queef. Then maybe go see your not because of this, but maybe you're going to pelvic floor PT postpartum because that's what you should do and that's what everyone should do. And then doing some typical just pelvic floor strengthening over time, that'll get better. There's just a change to your body. Mm-hmm. But like normal every day, like every now and then I'm in a downward dog and I lift my leg up and I queef. Nah.
Yeah. Nah.
Wah.
Nah. For sure.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah, it's queefing.
That's queefing for you.
Yeah. We want some queef stories.
Do you guys
gave
want
you some.
Yeah. Join the Queef Revolution.
Make queefing cool again. The Queef Revolution on a shirt?
Yeah. Queef Revolution.
We did ask someone if they would buy a shirt that said queef and they said no.
Oh, she said no.
She said no, but I would buy one that says squirt.
Yeah, true. Squirt is a cool
I want a
word.
shirt that says don't make fun of me, I'll squirt.
Don't make fun of me, I'll squirt. That's funny. Guys, speaking of that, do you want a squirting episode?
100%.
Let us know.
We'll make a squirting episode. Wait, these metaphors that I found online. It's like your vagina is releasing a little air balloon after a workout, except instead of a cute balloon animal, it's a symphony of sound.
Love that.
Wow.
Let your body release that symphony of sound, okay?
Also, I'm pretty sure when you say like or as, it's a simile, not a metaphor.
That's a simile.
That's a simile.
I know that for sure.
That's not a metaphor. Actually, it's a simile.
So that person's wrong. Doesn't seem like you're on a .org.
Yeah, nope, that's not. You got me.
Which actually doesn't matter, by the way.
Yeah.
We could have made us pelvicpov.org if we wanted to spend like 30 extra bucks.
It's true.
Just so you know, you've been lied to.
You're getting scammed actively.
Yeah. I like this. This says, it's time to stop thinking of queefing as just some embarrassing party trick. It's just your body doing what it's designed to do, just like sneezing, laughing, and farting, but it has a little bit more flair.
The flair of a queef. I like it.
Queef flare drop.
Queef flare drop. Anyway, make queefing cool again.
Yeah, I mean, make it cool.
Just own it. It's fine.
I guess not again, but like make queef cool.
Make queef cool.
Because I don't think people thought it was cool. Now it is.
Cool. It's cool to queef.
If you're not queefing, get out of here.
If you're not queefing, you're not quacking.
If you're not queefing, then you better figure it out.
Pussytown Phil would be queefing.
This is what we should do. Queef. Never mind. I'm gonna give it up.
Should we end the episode?
I guess. You guys done?
Yeah,
Was that enough?
We're gonna have to edit this one a little bit. There's a lot of random.
All in all, queefing is normal. We all do it. Hannah does it. Amanda does it. Look at her.
I do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
We can all do it together.
Tell us a story about queefing so we can destigmatize this topic further.
Yeah, guys, Pelvic Freak story time is coming up again. It's around the corner, closer than you think. I think what I've been wanting is like first time pooping in front of your partner stories, first time farting in front of your partner stories, maybe first time queefing.
Yeah?
We'll call it, yeah, like a poop queef fart, like breaking the poop queef fart barrier or something. Mm-hmm. Everyone remembers. I was asking someone last night. I said, "Do you remember the first time you pooped in front of your partner?" And she said, "No." And she said, "Do you remember?" I said, "Do you remember the first time you farted in front of your partner?" And she was like, "Yes." So I feel like people always remember. Do you?
I only remember sleep farting.
Yeah.
Ones.
What was it the first time?
Yeah.
There you go.
The sleep fart anxiety is real.
I'll never forget.
Yeah. Tell us your stories, guys. You can submit those to us by following us on social media at Pelvic POV and going to the link in our bio, which would take you to the story submission form, or you can find it on our website.
Guys, go leave us a rating and review, please. Please. And also look at Amanda's hat.
Get a pelvic freak hat.
Where'd you get it?
I found it on this website, pelvicpov.co.
Nice.
Co.com.
Yeah, because we're cool and luxurious.
They have a really cool merch from what I hear. And if
Okay,
you're a
I'll
pelvic
check it
freak
out.
like us, you should check it out.
Cool. All right. Sounds
All
good.
right.
I'll do that.
Bye, pelvic freaks.
Bye, pelvic freaks.
Dun dun dun.